Good morning. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. It's another beautiful day here. I think we're supposed to be getting a little bit of rain on Sunday. Let me move these guys. But some of you had mentioned that you wanted to see the creations that Chelsea and I had come up with using the dried leaves and some of our dried flowers. So let me show you. Actually, I'll start out over here. This is a little centerpiece that I created with the dried leaves and some dried marigolds and some dried celosia feathers and some dried celosia coxcomb and some bittersweet minus the berries. Excuse me. We are taking the berries off because the berries because bittersweet in this area is an invasive species. So it's beautiful with the red berries on there, y'all. I will absolutely admit that. But I think it's pretty, very pretty with just the little yellow shells as well. And then this is one of our pumpkins. This I bought from a little girl at that's usually next to me at market. And so I bought this from her. It is a pumpkin nice. And I was trying to find her information. Oh, it's Bumble Holler Farm. So I think that she might have a presence online. But anyway, I thought it was really pretty with that. And Chelsea and I are going to be making a number of centerpieces with, oops, one of my little shells fell off. Making centerpieces with candles. But it will probably end up being candles we make ourselves. You know us by now. We're too cheap to pay full price for much of anything. But anyway, and I like making candles. I haven't made candles in a number of years, so that will just be fun. But then this is the only thing that's on here are some dried sunflowers and then the waxed leaves. And this is one of the bittersweet wreaths that I made. And over here on this, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I made like a little trellis down this one side to put some of the leaves against so that I could bring them out further into the wreath itself. And I like it. I like the way it turned out. So I just thought I'd hang it there so you could actually see it hanging. And then over here are some of the things we have ready to go to market. Just bring them out and lay them in this bowl. This is one that Chelsea incorporated some of the glass corn in. But all of these are the bittersweet that we harvested last week in the video. If y'all saw that one, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then this little guy, the one little teeny tiny pumpkins. Look at the coxcomb, y'all. Look how that dried. Is that not the sweetest thing on the planet? I love that. Chelsea and I have decided that next year we are going to grow lots of coxcomb for the purpose of drying. I think we've just kind of jumped past the whole idea of doing these just or growing flowers to sell the flowers fresh, and have decided that hey, we like working with these dried flowers so much better. Now look at this. Chelsea loves making these teeny tiny little guys, and look how there's a little bitty straw flower and a little bitty zinnia before it started to open up, and all the rest are little feathers. There's a little coxcomb. There's a dried zinnia, which Chelsea loves the dried zinnia. I can't say that I'm a fan, but I'm sure that there's plenty of people that love them like she does. And then this one, look at these. We had grown these early in the spring. These are pin cushions. And once they lose their flowers, they're basically already dry. I think they are just the most adorable things ever. And this all it has is just a little bit of the celosia feathers, has some wax sleeves, the sunflower, and then the pin cushions. So yeah, very, very fun. Let me see what I've got up here. Move the chair out of the way. Everything's in the way in here. All right, guys, come here. Okay. And then this one is just the bittersweet and the waxed leaves. That's all that's on this one. But I think it's beautiful. I love the bittersweet. I actually just love the bittersweet. All right. Let's go get something else. Got this up too high. All right. And this one I've got the tags on, so just ignore the tags, y'all. But this one, you can see she's got a beautiful straw flower. That's another thing we want to grow lots and lots of. This one has a few little pops of gomphrena and some feathers, the waxed leaves, and a zinnia. Very pretty. We actually didn't get around to making a whole lot of pumpkins, and our pumpkins we had already dropped off at another location, or at our other locations to sell. And let me see how she intended that. And then here's another one with just one little sunflower and some bittersweet, some glass corn and leaves, and a couple little straw flowers. And I know that there's a few other little pumpkins in here. There we are. All right. All right, this is one of the little black pumpkins. And it's got the little pink, pale pink straw flowers and a few little leaves and some moss. I like to use the moss on the pumpkins. But and then some of the celosia feathers. All right, come here, dude. All right. And then here's one with the straw flowers. It looks like we got a bit of wax, or a bit of glue, hot glue. You have to look for those things all the time. Those streamers, they're everywhere. All right, and this one has the wax leaves and some straw flowers, a bit of gomphrena. Down there is one of the little, now I do like the zinnias when they're just the little ball before they open up. They dry pretty. And then in the back she put a marigold. And then the bittersweet. So that's very pretty. All right, let me see. I think there's one more in here, yeah. And then this little guy. And she's got a bigger feather on there, a couple of bigger feathers, and then a dried whatever that thing is, guys. My mind just went blank. There's some straw flowers, marigold, and some feathers, some wax leaves, some bittersweet. Yeah, pretty. But y'all, Chelsea and I were laughing the other day when we were sitting in there, and I know it hurts her neck to do this. So I actually had put a hook on the wall so she could stand up and work straight in front of her instead of looking down, and that helps tremendously. So she might be able to do that with the wreaths until she has her neck taken care of. But anyway, We were laughing because we were having so much fun. She said, Mom, I just don't know if this is right or not. This is just way too much fun. I said, it is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed crafting. But I hope you all are going to have a beautiful day as we are here. And I hope your week, we're still in the weekend, but I hope your week will be lovely. And I hope you enjoyed the little tour of our craft items. But I love y'all much. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.